Oh, what's up, YouTube fam? YouTube fam, how you doing? Today, if you jumped over from Facebook, we're talking about it's almost the end of the season. So, how to store that snowblower so that next year you're not pulling out your hair going, "Oh my God, this doesn't start." I got you. Let's give the okay. Okay, you can move now. It was a little fidgety this morning. So, you're doing an oil change. If you want to do it on your own, it's not that hard. There should be a little plug on the side of the snowblower, down by the base, and take it out. Unfortunately, you do have to tip the snowblower over. Okay, 5W30 is your oil of choice for snowblowers. Okay. These new snowblowers cannot take the unleaded fuel. Unleaded fuel burns hotter, hence it needs a liquid-cooled engine. It's the reason why they say, hey, put unleaded fuel in your car. Sports cars, they like to take the ethanol-free gas because, well, it doesn't clog up. So, unleaded fuel in a yard machine, whether it be a snowblower, whether it be a blower, or a backpack blower, or a chainsaw, or a weed whacker, or a riding mower, these new ones nowadays, they can't take that ethanol in the gas. Clogs up the filter, clogs up the carburetor, just not good. Plus, no rubber, let me rephrase that, no rubber in yard equipment is actually treated against ethanol. Let that one sink in. Nothing in yard equipment is treated against ethanol. The reason why sometimes hoses will leak, carburetors doesn't seal up, things don't seal, that's because it's the ethanol that's in the gas that eats that rubber. That's the reason why no rubber in a car actually falls apart, because it's actually treated against ethanol. Trust me, I'm not part of the whole gas conspiracy theory and stuff, okay? I have nothing to gain from this. I'm just telling you what I have read, studied, and have seen from the back in that shop. Okay? And I'm just trying to keep you out of here as much as possible. I know, that's counterintuitive. I want you to come in and get your stuff fixed. But, you know what? If I could save you a headache, I'll do it. Okay? So, we're going to talk about storage. Getting your snowblower ready for storage. If it is a little grumbly, a little angry, maybe backfiring a little bit, this is what I suggest. Mechanic at a bottom. So, this stuff is a good cleaner. What you do is, if you have ethanol-free gas in it, because it's a new snowblower, you put about 2 ounces of this in there, about a quarter of a tank, and prime the snot out of it. And I'm talking like till you see like gas coming out of the carburetor. That ensures that this treated fuel goes all the way through, clears out the carburetor and stuff. Now, if you're on Facebook, you've seen Chick Canic. She's a female small engines mechanic. She did a test with this stuff. Me personally, I've never claimed the fact that, oh, this is good for keeping your gas water-free and stuff. This is a good long-term cleaner. Okay? So, and it's not good as a storage. I know, it's counterintuitive because it says on here, like, good for storage, add to gas or diesel, and it protects, yada, yada, yada. It's a good long-term cleaner. Chick Canic did a really cool video on it. And if you want to see that video, you go to my Facebook page. I actually reposted it because I thought it was really interesting. This is a good long-term cleaner. So, during the summer months, if you want to keep your mower, your push mower, your rider, your zero turn, hell, even maybe some of your 2-cycle equipment. So like chainsaws, blowers, weed whackers. Add this to your mix. Okay? So if you do this 2-cycle, it would be your oil, your little bit of this. Usually I like to say, if you're going to do this stuff and you get like the 1 gallon mix, I usually like to say 1 shot glass of this to a gallon. So if you have a 1 gallon mix, the 1 gallon mix, the 1 shot glass of this, go get your gas. Please don't get your gas first and then mix this stuff in first. Okay, your ratio's off. It's not going to run happy. This is a good long-term cleaner. Does not protect against water in your system. And it's not a good storage. If we want to do storage, I prefer Startron. Okay, I'll get a little closer. There we go. So, Startron. I like Startron because it doesn't dilute your gas. It is literally to a gallon of gas. If I can focus in here. Hey, quit moving. Should say 1 capful. What is your malfunction today? You know that? It says 1 capful per half a gallon. If you make yourself up a gallon at a time, this is a good storage. Okay? I've had way too many machines come in and people are using Stable. That fuel is red when it comes in. Please don't use Stable. Stable's great for cars, RVs, motorhomes, motorcycles, big vehicles, not small equipment. It's not happy fuel when it gets to it. Startron. I do like Startron. As I said, small maintenance things for your snowblower. We're talking about getting it ready for storage. It's almost the end of the season. So, spark plugs. Simple enough. Side of the engine. You're good. Cheer pins. I've got tons of them. Easy enough to do. So, storage for a snowblower. My suggestion, if it is a newer snowblower and you are using the ethanol-free gas, buy yourself a gallon of ethanol-free gas. Put this in it to the ratio, so 2 caps to a gallon. Shake it up real good. Fill the snowblower tank. Run it for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then shut it off. Store it full. I know. It's a weird concept today because back then they used to tell us, drain your tank, drain your carburetor. You can't store it full. Well, you got to think of an empty tank and an empty carb as like a hot glass or a cold glass in the middle of summer. Okay? What happens to the air when it gets heated up? It expands. That cap is vented. Blows all the hot air out. And when it starts to cool off at night, and you know that moisture comes in the air, what do you think is getting sucked into the tank? That moisture-rich air gets pulled back into the tank, and then it condensates on the inside of that tank. It's the reason why probably a good portion of the machines that come in here have rusty tanks. Yeah. So, condensation in the tank. Water sinks. So if there's a little bit of gas in there, it's going to go through the tube, down to the lowest point that's in the carburetor. Because a lot of snowblowers are a gravity-fed system. Tank's higher than the carburetor, so it feeds the carburetor. So that water travels down, and if there's a lot of water that gets sucked in it, a bunch of it stays in the tank, a bunch of it goes to the carburetor. Hence the reason why a lot of times carburetors go bad. So I know it's a novel concept, new concept nowadays. It's only really been like thought over the past 2-3 years. Keep the tank full. Fill it with ethanol-free gas and the stabilizer, and run it about 5-10 minutes so all that treated fuel gets pulled into the car, pulled into the engine, everything. Shut it off, store it. If it's got a fuel shut off, shut the fuel shut off, and you're good to go. As I said, Chickanic did a really good test with this stuff. This, and the ethanol shield. Find that video on Facebook. I actually have it posted on my Facebook page. It was a really cool vid. I thought it was neat. Really kind of informative stuff. So that's your normal, your everyday kind of clean up, get it ready to be stored away type work for your snowblower. Now, if you need more work, belts, bearings, things like that, as you'll hear me say time and time again, don't do a tune-up at the end of the season, okay? If you do a tune-up now, by the time it goes to next year, it's not a tune-up. Best time to do tune-ups, both winter equipment and summer equipment, is right before the season. That is the best time to do it because then it's fresh, it's good to go, and you're not going to have any problems. That's the long and short of it on that one. So, if you need the big work done on your snowblower, and you can wait till early next year, early of the season, that would be my suggestion. If you're too busy around that time, send it on in, and we can do it. Just keep in mind that if you have a tune-up done now, it's not going to be a tune-up then. Okay? Other than that, I mean, this is essentially just the normal everyday stuff that you guys can do. And I said belts, bearings, things like that. Yeah, that's something we could get into. We can get it fixed for you, get it back to you. Excuse me, coffee's talking back already. You were awfully wiggly this morning, okay? I have one of those new tracking stands, so if I go like this, it follows me. If I go like this, it follows me. So it's a little touchy. I have to kind of read the instructions a little bit more and see if there's like a way to turn that down so that it's not as touchy. But other than that, we're here for you. Our snowblowers are slowly getting put away. I still have the ones back here. The Cub Cadets are still on sale. I still have Aaron's. I have the Singular Unicorn Troy Builts. Come on in. I know this is counterintuitive, and I've had a few people ask me, do you have any end-of-the-year sales? Here's the weird thing about it. Snowblowers don't do end-of-year sales. You would think they would, but they don't. The sales are always at the beginning of the year. It's the same thing with lawnmowers. We just got a sales brochure on Cub Cadets. It's beginning of the season, or just before the season. That's the way yard equipment works. They don't do end-of-year sales. They do beginning-of-year sales. So, if you're looking for a sale, now's the time to look for them. Now's the time to consider, oh, hey, let's go take a look at what we got. But we're getting out all our lawnmowers, and snowblowers are slowly getting put away and stuff. I have a showroom full of yard equipment. And the lawnmowers are starting to show up outside. Come on by. If you're anywhere in the ERIE area or surrounding counties and stuff, 3457 West 26th Street, we can help you out. It's Gearlocks Power Equipment. And phone number should be 814-838-3475. Holy crap, I remember that. You can call us. You can actually text to us on that number too, or message me here. You know, I'm going to stop you. It's awfully fidgety this morning. You can message me here or go to the Facebook page and you can message me there too. Ask questions. Hey, what do you have in stock? What's the prices on this? You can do that. As I said, you can also call us on that number I just rambled off, the 814-838-3475. You can also text us there too. So if you're at work and you can't make a phone call, you can text us questions, ask about prices, whatever. Hell, I've even figured out how to send blueprints or work diagram or diagrams of certain parts through that text message, which has been fun, kind of fun. Other than that, guys, this is just simple, basic at-home stuff that you can do on your own to get it stored for the summer, because it's the end of the season. Spring, I think, the 8th is the official spring ahead, and spring officially is like sometime late this month, beginning of next month. I mean, tis time to start thinking about the storage. Now, we do also offer a summer storage program for snowblowers. I don't know the fees off the top of my head for that one. If you're interested, do give us a call, or do text us, or do message me here or Facebook. We can tell you what's the prices, how much it costs and stuff. Mind you, if it's a new snowblower, I understand. You probably don't need a tune-up. But we've had too many times where we've not done a tune-up and sent it home, and the customer's like, well, this doesn't run. Well, you didn't ask us for a tune-up. So it's storage and tune-up, not just storage, okay? So we can do that. We have the room. We're starting to get the racks open. Some of the winter storage stuff is going away, and some of the summer storage stuff is starting to come back in. So give us a call or message me here or on Facebook, and we can get that done for you. Other than that, guys, it's almost spring. I'm excited. Ready for warmer weather, because this cold crap has been murder on my arthritis. Guys, I love you. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the following on Facebook. I'm at like 377 followers on Facebook. It's been crazy. I'm trying to hit 500 before summer. If I can hit 500 followers before summer, by the end of summer, I should be at 1,000. I did not tell you to try moving. Stop. I watched the green light at the bottom of that thing. If I can hit 500 followers by beginning of summer, I should be able to hit 1,000 by the end, because I'll be doing more singular videos on all our equipment. I did not tell you to start moving. It's being fidgety this morning. Well, we'll let the wiggle go. But yeah, give me a follow on Facebook. Give me a subscribe here. And let's have some fun. We'll learn some stuff. I am not the end-all, be-all on this information. I am not. So don't take my word for it. If I make a mistake, say so. Hey, I don't think that's correct. I will look into it, and I will correct myself, or I will say, hey, you know what? This is what I've learned. If you've got some other information, let me know. I will work it into what I know. Okay? But I'm not the end-all, be-all on all this. Okay? There's guys here that have been here longer than I have, and they've got better information and better understanding than I do. Other than that, guys, I love you. And thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for subscribing here and for following me on Facebook. Let's have some fun. It's going to be a fun spring, fun summer. I plan on doing I have some camera glasses that we're going to break out this summer. I've got the tracking on this. So while I walk around outside, this will follow me. I've got the mic, so you guys can still hear me, because when I've had a few friends say, when you stand out there next to the road, we can't hear you. I'm like, sorry, I'll fix that. Other than that, guys, I love you. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate the subscriptions. Let's keep this going. You're going to hear me say this every time I do a video. Let's do this as the very top thing that we do today for each other. Let's treat each other the way we want to be treated. Okay? If you're having a bad day, before you go anywhere, take a few deep breaths, meditate, pray, do whatever you need to kind of bring yourself down. Because I can assure you, if you walk in with an attitude, you'll probably walk out with two. Okay? Just the way it is. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.